everyone, Nat 1995 here in the video game fanfiction plot with a new chapter for you all in the Chi Wizard Ninja, and remember, I do not own the Naruto series or this story. I give full credit to its author by ChaosMagemon on fanfiction.net. The new mission. The next day after the funeral of the fallen ninja of Konoha, everyone was doing their part to rebuilding the village. Even the academy students were pitching in. At the Namikaze mansion, Naruto was on his bed face down with his arms and legs spread out, with his legs facing the front of the bed while his head was laying near the end of it, with a single blanket covering his body. Naruto groaned as his arm popped out from under the blanket and lifted the blanket part over his head, exposing himself. What a night, he yawned while getting out of bed and went out to his balcony looking at the village being restored. Won't be long now before the village is back to what it was. Yeah, but let's hope we won't be dealing with Orochimaru anytime soon. Kurama thought. You and me both, Naruto thought back before speaking up. Well, better go check on the village. He went to get ready. As Naruto walked through Konoha that was being rebuilt, numerous civilians and shop owners were greeting him and praising him, having heard not only he was the son of their hero the Yondaime, but for having saved them from the threat of Orochimaru. Shindu thought, are you going to accept their words of endearment now that they know just who you are, Naruto? Let them kiss up for now, because once I've become Hokage, half of the village's shopkeepers will be jobless, Naruto thought back. Soon Naruto stopped in front of a yellow building that was Chinese-like. Looks like Uncle's finally got his new shop set up. He looked into a mirror, seeing Shindu. All thanks to you and your family savings left to you. Hey, I owe it to them after what they did for me, Naruto replied as he went to the door and entered. Hello? Suddenly, to his surprise, 3 men greeted him. 3 men Shindu knew all too well. It was his other 3 hired thugs, Ratso, Finn, and Shao. Welcome to Uncle's Rare Finds. Finn welcomed. What can we interest you today? Shao asked. You should know we are having a special sale on old age chalices. Ratso added. Shindu kicked in. You 3? The 3 enforcers jumped back. Wow kid, you got some set of lungs. Chao said. Yeah, you sound familiar somehow. Ratso added, rubbing a finger on his cheek, puzzled. Naruto's eyes glowed red as Shindu spoke. It is me, you simpletons. The 3 jumped back, finally recognizing the voice. Whoa, Shindu. Finn gasped. You're back. Chao stammered. How have you been? Ratso asked. I have been in better conditions, but never have I imagined I would have to lay eyes on you 3 again. So what you want us for this time? Finn asked, having been through this ordeal multiple times along with Ratso and Shao. I do not need your services. I have instead decided to train this child I now possess in the art of chi magic. Shindu explained. Does that mean? Chao began. You've gone straight? Finn asked. All just like us, we're now gone straight buddies. Ratso hugged Shindu. Naruto. The dragon got out of his grip. Do not touch me. Naruto snapped into control. More old friends of yours, Shindu? Jade walked out from the back. Hey Naruto. I see you met the former Dark Hand Enforcers. Former Dark Hand Enforcers? Naruto asked. Yeah, they used to work for Shindu, and other Dark Chi villains, but went straight years ago, becoming Uncle's new shopkeepers. Meet Finn, Ratso, and Shao. So you're the Naruto Jade's been talking about. Shao realized. Heard a lot about you. Finn said. Have you now? Naruto glanced at Jade, who giggled sheepishly. But she didn't say anything about you and Shindu being roommates. Ratso noted. Guess she didn't want to scare you all. Naruto joked. Suddenly there was a bark and meow as a gray dog and a white cat approached. Ah, just in time. Naruto, meet my loyal dog Scruffy and my pretty kitty Ruby. Naruto pat their heads. A dog and a cat together, didn't think it was possible. Hey, even cats and dogs can become friends. Jade replied. True. Naruto admitted, until the bell rang once again as Nico the Ambu entered the place. The former enforcers stood ready to greet. Welcome to Uncle's Rare Finds. Finn welcomed. What can we interest you today? Chao asked. Before Ratso could speak, Nico brushed the three off and approached Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki, Sandaime-sama requests you at his office immediately. Naruto and Jade looked at each other confused until Naruto looked back at the Anbu. I'll be there. The Anbu left the shop as Ratsu called, please come again. Well, better jet, catch you later, Jade. Naruto took his leave when Uncle came out for him back. Did they buy anything? The old man asked his three shopkeepers. Zip. Chao answered as the three got whacked on the forehead. You three are terrible salesmen. Harsh. Finn rubbed his forehead. Naruto finally reached the administration building and entered the Hokage's office, finding Sarutobi at his desk and Jiraiya leaning against the wall. Right on time, Naruto. Sarutobi folded his hands. So what's up, you two? Well, Naruto, for starters, after much talk with the daimyos and such, they've decided to award you with this. Sarutobi held up a Chunin vest for him. A Chunin vest, you mean I? Yes, Naruto, you have been granted the title of Chunin, as well as Shikamaru Nara for his clever tactical planning during his match with Temari. Sarutobi answered. Just us two? Naruto asked. Correct. And the council, how are they handling it now that they know of my true heritage? Naruto asked curiously. Well, they're not taking it very well. They've been nagging the hell out of me ever since the finals as to why I withheld that information from them. Sarutobi added. And are they already trying to slink their way into trying to use the last of my family heritage to their own advantage? I'm afraid so, but there remains a bigger matter at hand. Sarutobi replied. What matter? Naruto asked, eager to know. During my fight with Orochimaru, I learned that had it not been for you, I would be dead right now, and the council will have elected someone who wouldn't truly have the village's best interest at heart to become the new Hokage, Sarutobi continued, which is why I've requested from Jiraiya that you join him on a search for my third student Tsunade Senju and bring her here so she can take my place. Naruto, letting all this sink in, didn't look as pleased with the reason for why the old man wanted him to find her. What? He shouted. I know you want the job more than anyone, Naruto, and I would more than happily give it to you, but you're still not ready for it. Obviously. Shindu spoke up until Naruto kicked back in control. Shut up, Shindu. But why choose this Tsunade woman? I chose her because Tsunade is third and last student among the Sannin, and while her habits are, how should I say, questionable at times, I think she can hold the title of Hokage long enough for you to inherit it. The old Hokage reasoned with Naruto. That calmed him down. Very well, but I want a few people to come along with us for the mission to be an extra set of eyes and ears, since Uro-Sennin here is going to end up engaging in lecherous actions. Naruto earned a frown out of Jiraiya and a curious look out of Sarutobi. Who do you have in mind? The Sandaime raised an eyebrow at the blonde, and the boy smirked at him, ready to give him his answer. About an hour later, at the Namikaze compound, Naruto was meeting with the chosen company composed of the Chan group and Hakufu. You've been asked to find the next Hokage? Tahu asked. Yup. And I've decided to bring you all along because I trust you all more than I trust Uro-Sennin. Plus it'll give you all some chances to see more of the ninja land. Sounds fun. Viper smiled. Yeah, road trip. Jade cheered. Jade. Jackie put a hand on her shoulder. But Jackie. At ease, Jackie, I wish her to join us as well. Naruto said. Yeah. Jade cheered. Jackie sighed in defeat as Uncle approached. I could use a change of scenery myself. Finn, Ratso, and Chao shall attend new shop. So Naruto, when do we head out? Black asked. ASAP. So I suggest you pack the essentials. Naruto answered. Squirrel stores acorns. Hack left to pack. About an hour later, Jiraiya, Naruto, and the Chan group left Konoha and were on their way to the nearest town that was said to contain numerous activities which included gambling, making Jiraiya believe it was the best place to start looking. This is taking way too long. Naruto shouted to Jiraiya. Keep your shirt on, Gaki, it shouldn't be far now. Jiraiya replied. Jiraiya-sama, Can't we just travel there by use of the toad summoning as you've been known to use? Tahu asked, knowing summons could make travel easier and shorter for them. Sorry, but if Tsunade caught one hand of toad she would be onto me, and be on the move faster than a bull. Jiraiya explained. Then we'll have to pick up our pace. Race ya! Jade tagged Naruto. Hey! Naruto called, running after her, and they chuckled. Jade! Jackie ran after them. Not so fast. Uncle groaned as they continued on. Watching from afar were two figures, one taller and one shorter, while the taller one carried something on his back wrapped in cloth. Both wore black cloaks with red cloud designs and bamboo hats. Are you sure about this, Ichi? You remember our latest intel? This kid isn't a pushover, plus he nearly eliminated Orochimaru. The tall one said. We have no choice in the matter, Kisame. We have been ordered to track down the Jinchuriki and now we have him within our grasp. True, but he's not alone, as you can see. Kisame noticed. Yes, but they shouldn't be a problem. The real problem is Jiraiya of the Sannin, which can be dealt with by diverting the man away from our objective long enough to move in, and take the boy under the old man's nose. Ichi started strategizing. Well, remember not to overdo it with your powers, Ichi. After all, you don't want to go blind, do you? Kisame joked. Ichi frowned. I know the limits of my powers, Kisame, you just remember not to overstep yours. Ouch! Kisame replied, feeling his ego was bruised. Back at Konoha, Sasuke was sitting up in a tree brooding. How is it Naruto can do all that? He's not like he was before. If I had that kind of power I could achieve my vengeance faster, but the fact is I can't get that kind of power, and I doubt he's going to just hand it over to me. He jumped to the ground. I better ask Kakashi for more training. He walked off. When he finally reached his sensei's apartment, he entered the room to find Kakashi in bed looking exhausted, and tending to him were other Jonin such as Guy, Kurenai, and Asuma. Hey, what are all of you doing here? And what happened to Kakashi? Suddenly bursting into the room was a Chunin. Hey, is it true Ichi-Achai has come back to the village to take Naruto? Hearing the name Ichi made Sasuke shoot out of the room like a bullet. Baka. Guy chided for him mentioning that name in Sasuke's presence. Later on, after the traveling group reached the nearest town, Jiraiya and Jackie sent the teens to their hotel room while they went off for info and Uncle went to collect ingredients. Leave it to Uro-Sennin to go on one of his information gatherings just to go around proving it up with the local women. Naruto sat with his back lying on the bed with Jade. Yeah, and for Jackie to tell me to stay here, it's not like they're going out to do dangerous stuff. Jade sighed. Wait till we're adults, then we'll have true freedom. Naruto added, and the two chuckled. You know we could always sneak out. I always do. Jade smirked. We could, but we could also. Naruto began. Also what? Jade asked curiously. Oh, it's nothing. What? Don't leave me hanging. Well, I was gonna say make out. Jade playfully slapped her forehead. Why didn't I think of that? You didn't need to, I already did. Naruto replied with a smirk. Jade smirked, cupping his face. Pucker up. She pulled him into a kiss where they remained lip-locked for 2 minutes until there was a knock at the door forcing them to break. Back already? Naruto asked. Just when it was getting good, Jade groaned as she went to open the door. You guys sure? She froze when she saw the two figures that were trailing them in the doorway. Can I help you? Forgive the intrusion, young lady, but we wish to talk with that boy in there with you. Ichi said. To Naruto? Jade asked as Naruto went to the door. What do you want? Naruto Uzumaki, we wish for a small moment of your time. Ichi began. Naruto's eyes tightened as he answered, all right, but I would prefer the company of Jade if you don't mind. Very well. Ichi answered as the two stepped out of the room with Jade looking nervous, not sure what to do. Naruto thought to his roommates, these guys aren't merely here for a talk, they have chakra signatures that seem very high, especially the tall one. And the shorter one, I recognize those eyes anywhere. Sharingan, meaning he's Sasuke's brother. Yes, the big one has an energy signature that rivals that of my own. Kurama thought. And if what you know about this brother to your teammate is true, why would two Nukenin be here? Shindu thought. Obviously they're here for me. I can tell by the look in their eyes. Kurama thought. Who are you guys, and what do you want? Jade asked nervously. I am Uchiha Chiha and this is my partner Kisame Hoshigaki. We've come for Naruto and we won't leave without him. Ichi explained. Right, so just come along quietly unless you want to be chopped to ribbons. Kisame snickered while reaching in back for his cloth-wrapped weapon. Naruto smirked. How about you guys? Eat heat beams. He fired heat beams from his eyes aimed at the two that jumped back. What was that? Kisame gasped. Looks like the rumors of him being stronger than we were led on were true. Ichi noted. Well, so much for it being easy. Kisame grumbled. Now, as you were saying about me coming with you? Naruto smirked as he prepared himself to fight. You're getting annoying, Gaki. Kisame said as he and his partner were about to attack until a voice screamed, Ichi. They turned and saw Sasuke standing at the end of the hallway with his Sharingan eyes activated and looking mad. You finally come back after all this time. I'll make you wish you hadn't. Ichi, isn't that your little brother whom you spared? Kisame asked curiously. Yes it is, Kisame. Ichi answered. I did exactly as you told me, brother. I fostered my anger for you, and lived my life for one purpose only, and that's to see you die. Sasuke shouted as he started charging a Chidori in his hand. Chidori? Ichi asked. Now you die. Sasuke screamed, charging at Ichi head-on, dragging his Chidori across the walls, putting a tear in it. As Sasuke was on top of his brother, he thrusted it forward while Ichi didn't even flinch. Suddenly in an explosion, everyone was shocked, for there stood Ichi, who was holding Sasuke's arm with Chidori powering down. He caught Sasuke's move just like that? Naruto gasped. Ichi looked down at his brother. Foolish little brother, your actions proved you've learned nothing. You're the same as you were years ago. He tightened his grip on his bro's arm, causing Sasuke to cry in pain until he broke his arm and threw him back the way he ran. Why you? Naruto was about to use combustion until Sasuke called. Stay out of this, Naruto, this fight is mine and mine alone. You heard him, let's leave the brothers to themselves, shall we? Kisame asked, smirking. They watched as Ichi walked over to his brother, picking him up by the collar, pinning him against a wall. You don't interest me at the moment, Sasuke. Why don't you go off and train another few years and obtain more hate? Shut up, I won't lose like before. Sasuke bellowed, trying to break free. Ichi sighed at his brother's stubbornness. Why do you force me to take desperate measures? He looked at his brother as his left Sharingan eye took a new shape, Mangekyo Sharingan. He called. Sasuke was suddenly crying in pain even when Ichi wasn't doing anything to him. Soon Sasuke fell limp and was unconscious. What did you do to him? Jade asked in fright. Not as much as what I could do to you if Naruto doesn't come along with us. Kisame said as he was ready to attack until poof, Jiraiya appeared before them, standing on top of one of his toads with the Changyang. Get away from my godson! Jiraiya ordered. Uro-san, and your timing is impeccable. Naruto said as the group got ready to fight. Kisame, we need to leave, we cannot take on Jiraiya, and the others in our current condition. Ichi mentioned, but was rather speaking for himself after using his clan's eyes to use the Mangekyo Sharingan. Damn it, and I was looking forward to shaving these brats. Kisame said as they started running around a corner. Oh no you don't. Jiraiya called as he made quick hand signs, and slammed his hands down, turning the whole inner hallway around them into the inner esophagus of a giant toad. Wah! Jackie gasped, feeling his legs sink in. What is going on? Uncle panicked. We're being swallowed up? Black gasped. Nobody move. Jiraiya warned everyone and waited for Ichi and Kisame to fall victim to the toad's mouth. Ichi! Do something! Kisame shouted, as he felt himself sinking into the floor. Amaterasu! Ichi called, as he blasted a hole in the giant toad's body, and the two were able to escape before they were swallowed up. Unbelievable, he managed to burn through it, Jiraiya gasped, seeing a circle of black fire surrounding their exit. Jiraiya started looking over Sasuke and sighed, it's no use, Ichi's genjutsu has completely warped Sasuke's mind. Can't Naruto just use the horse to heal him? Viper asked. Want to, but no, Naruto began, Sasuke didn't want my help before, so I'm listening to him. Naruto, Jackie said, but was whacked by Uncle. Ow. Jackie, let duck-haired boy learn from his mistakes. So what do we do now? Black asked. We need to find Tsunade more than ever now, her medical jutsu should wake him up. Jiraiya explained. But we got to get Sasuke back to the village, don't we? Tahu asked. Leave that to me. Naruto summoned a clone, take Sasuke back to the village and alert Gigi about what happened here. He instructed the clone. On it. The clone collected Sasuke and flew off back to the village. Come on, we better head on the move too before the people here ask for a bill. Jiraiya said as they hurried. Later, as they got clear of the town, they were resting by a tree. Urosen, and who are those guys in the cloaks? Kurama says they appeared to be after him, is that true? Naruto asked. Jiraiya answered, that's exactly what they're after, Naruto. They're after Kurama? Tahu asked. Yes. They're part of a criminal organization of Nukenin known as the Akatsuki. As for who they are, the one who took out Sasuke was his older brother Ichi, Jiraiya began. He was one of the youngest skilled ninja ever since me and my old team. But to test his Sharingan abilities, he murdered his whole clan, sparing only Sasuke. Murdered his whole clan? Jade gulped. How tragic. Jackie gasped. So then what about Blue and Tall? Viper asked. His name's Kisame Hoshigaki, aka the Scourge of Kirigakure, Hidden Mist. He was once part of the 7 Swordsmen of Kiri, but the group disbanded after a failed attempt at assassinating the Mizukage. 7 Swordsmen again, huh? Naruto asked. So you know about them, Naruto? Jiraiya asked impressively. Yeah, I ran into one of them many months ago. He was Zabuza Momoki, devil of Kirigakure. Naruto answered. Yes, I heard from Kakashi he went toe-to-toe with him and he perished. Jiraiya said. Yeah, but you know, for the devil of Kiri in the end he proved not to be such a bad guy after all. Naruto smiled, making the Chan group confused. So what does this Akatsuki group want with Kurama? Black asked. I'm afraid my info on that isn't much. What I do know is they wish to collect all 9 of the tailed beasts. And with their unique powers, one would be nearly impossible to defeat. Tahu added the facts up. Precisely. The sage answered. Naruto sighed, well, if those guys ever do come back, I'll be ready. Elsewhere in Otagakure, Hidden Sound, in an underground compound in a dark room lit by candlelight, on one side of the room was a table with medical supplies, scrolls, glass jars containing organs, and one with a white snake inside it. Sitting in a chair in the middle of the room was Orochimaru with his arms and hands wrapped in bandages. Taken down by Gaki, I've never been so humiliated in my life. Orochimaru hissed. Kabuto was examining his master's arms. I guess it's no wonder the Uzumaki clan are masters in Fuuin Jutsu, Sealing Jutsu. Orochimaru lost patience. Shut up. Do not praise that little rat for what he did to me or I'll kill you. He hissed. You're right, my apologies, but one good thing did come out of it, Kabuto began. You managed to give Sasuke the cursed seal. Orochimaru couldn't help but chuckle. Yes, and all it costed me was my arms, and my jutsu. He frowned. If only I had gotten to Ichi years ago, we wouldn't be in this mess. But that dream's long since dead. Ichi's stronger than I am. Which is why I broke free from that accursed organization. He glared at a severed hand on the table wearing a ring with a kanji for sky, but never mind that. Have you done what I asked of you, Kabuto? Yes, my lord, I tracked down the one known as Tsunade and discovered her last location was in a place called Tenzaku Town. Orochimaru smirked. Excellent, well then make the preparations, we're going to Tenzaku Town. Of course, my lord. Kabuto nodded, leaving his master to make the arrangements. Well, that's the ending of that chapter. I do hope you enjoy this video. If you like to see more, remember, to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below. Until next time.